Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the NANOG's Newcomers Orientation. We're so happy to have you all join the NANOG community and at your first NANOG conference. Hopefully you'll find the next 3 days of value for education and networking and decide to return to another conference in the not too distant future. So with that, I want to make sure, I see a lot of the green badges. Everyone, how many people here first time NANOG? All right. And I do see a bunch of people that have been here for a little bit, so at some point I'll point them out. And again, if there's any questions, if you want to say hey, hi, or how do I do something, hopefully this session will help out. And then again, we have a bunch of people who've been attending NANOG for a while. Please feel free to reach out to them, come say hi, and again, ask them anything you need. So my name is Vincent Celindro. I am the current vice chair of the NANOG board. I've helped out with NANOG for several years on the program committee, which you'll find a little bit about. And I've also volunteered for other NOGs like the Chicago NOG. So again, we're going to be talking about the value of network operators as well as what that means in relation to NANOG. So again, welcome to NANOG 89. So what is NANOG? We're a community-driven nonprofit organization. We date back to 1987, where Merit Networks was tasked with re-engineering and managing NSFnet. NANOG's original charter was formed in 1994. So if you see that, we have been around for quite a bit. And then in 2011, the NANOG community voted for independence from the Merit Network. NANOG was the first and is still the largest network operators group. So what does NANOG do? Part of that is conferences that showcase, innovate, educational content, as well as the aim to drive new solutions to the networking community's greatest challenges. We're also trying to mentor the next generation of network professionals. And we're empowering those supporting the internet for access in underserved communities. We also actively engage in diversity, inclusion, and collaboration within our community. Our community is made up of over 13,000 industry professionals as well as students. We have on average 900 plus NANOG attendees at the conferences. And as you can see by the people in this room, we have on average over 200 plus first-time NANOG attendees. There's 20 plus countries around the world that are represented. Yep, press too fast. If you're interested, we have a mailing list where there's active discussions on various topics. We also have the NANOG Community Forum, which is discourse, and then all the other presentations from past conferences. You can see that on our YouTube channel. We also have outreach programs, as well as stories of either innovators within the community or members of the community. I would highly suggest to check these out. So what is a NOG, or what is a network operator group? It's a community organization committed to supporting both local as well as regional internet professionals. We're guided by the principles of an open exchange and knowledge, as well as sharing that expertise. And we're formed by network operators, engineers, as well as other experts in the industry. These efforts will help improve the quality and the availability of internet within those given regions. Again, NANOG, the North American Network Operators Group, I'm sure if you look hard enough, you'll find a local NOG within your community. And if you don't find one, that's probably a reason to start one. So what is so special about NOGs? Again, They're driven by individuals, not corporations. Everyone's equal. They're all about education. Technical presentations are available to everyone that join. They're also, again, local, right? Designed to focus on the needs within their communities. We have folks that are in rural Americas that, again, they have special needs versus metropolitan areas, or NOGs that are on islands where connectivity is a little bit different. Also about NOGs, they're neutral, right? Non-commercial and non-political. So how can you benefit from a NOG? You can learn the current best practices from experienced industry professionals, obtain knowledge and training on the latest internet technologies. There's also very heavy discussions of current issues and challenges faced by the community. You can also form strategic business relations. I'm sure you'll see various folks that are attending the sessions as well as meetings out in the hallway. And from that, you'll see crucial peering arrangements. There's also this peering forum that we have that I'll show on the agenda here in a moment. So some facts here. There's a little over 3,800,000 people that are employed in the field of networking operations, yet there are a little over 30,000 unfilled network engineering jobs, on at least according to Indeed. And this will increase by 19,000 plus every year. And we compete with other open tech jobs. So part of this showing is that we do need new network engineers, and I'm glad that everyone's here to kind of learn and then hopefully filter that back out to your local circles. A little about the NANOG Governance. These are the current board of directors. I see some of them here. Again, recognize the faces. If you see them, say hi, ask them anything you want. We also have staff. And these are the people that help run the program, help keep NANOG running day to day. We also have various NANOG committees. The standing committee of, well, the committee that is always standing is the program committee, and those are the folks that put the content, gather the content for what you'll see over the next 3 days. We have the elections committee, the audit committee, as well as the compensation committee. Those should be self-explanatory. We have the diversion, equity, and inclusion committee. You'll see some programs on DEI throughout the week. We have a mentorship committee where we try to, and that's not limited to, we'll call it junior engineers with someone senior. That could be someone senior or mid-level that are still looking for mentorship. So if you're interested, again, we have email alias that you can send your application in, either be a mentor or a mentee. Love to have you. We also have the education committee, scholarship, as well as outreach. So I mentioned about the program committee and how they help put together the conference as far as the content is concerned. So in an effort to better serve the community, there's several subcommittees. Keynotes, we'll have 2 this week. Tutorials and tracks, again, sometimes hands-on, but very deep education of how to do things. We unfortunately did not have a hackathon on Sunday. Usually we'll have a hackathon the Sunday prior, but that's also something that's always fun and exciting. We also have moderators, again, helping with the flow of the program itself, as well as lightning talks, very short talks that are submitted while on during the conference. If there's anyone here that's interested in submitting a lightning talk, maybe reach out to Kat here in the corner, and she can tell you all about it. And this allows the committee members with various types of expertise to focus on the specific knowledges and areas that they're very aware of to make sure that the programming of NANOG is consistent and is relevant. Outreach. So what is NANOG outreach? This is the, as I've kind of said, education is very central to NANOG's mission. And through the outreach, we extend out to colleges as well as universities, as well as, again, I mentioned these smaller NOGs, the affiliate NOGs. And more of these remote tech communities that aren't able to necessarily to travel to our 3 conferences every year. So what we're trying to do there is give access or have the accessibility to the NANOG's tools, the resources, and as well as the education programming. And this programming that we do on site during the outreach programs, this is designed and taught by industry professionals. We've had like DNS courses at various universities. Again, a lot of this is to get more of the next generation of network engineers as well as excited back into the NANOG programming. So what is our focus with regards to the outreach programs? Again, industry education for networking professionals, education as well as career development for college plus graduate level students. And then training with underserved regions inside as well as slightly outside of the North America region. Mentorship program. Talked a little bit about that, but the key for us is helping build the internet of tomorrow, and it's to engage and help inspire those that are wanting to help us build that internet. And I'm sure that everyone has either in some form or fashion, maybe in their job or just in general in life, that mentorship is an essential component to your development. Again, not just career advancement, but just looking at the industry or whatever guidance that you're looking for. And in our program, the mentees, they will have the opportunity to be guided by, again, seasoned internet industry professionals. Both mentors and mentees will be paired at the NANOG conferences, and hopefully that will create a personalized bond between those two and achieve the common goals. Again, if anyone's interested in both either being a mentor or mentee, please reach out. So diversity, equity, and our inclusion programs. As I mentioned, one of the key things within NANOG is, again, more inclusivity. And to support those efforts of DEI, NANOG has done the following. We partnered with a DEI consultant firm to provide independent ombuds support to our community. I see our ombuds over there waving. So again, I'm making all these introductions. Please say hi. Any questions? Go at it. So these ombuds people are on site during the events and can be reached via email at any time, right? But now that you know their faces, just go out and reach out to them. In addition, they provide reports to the board and community on our DEI progress. So we're learning from this and trying to improve our conferences every time to make it more inclusive and make sure that there are no infractions on our code of conduct. And there is the email address. Some of the DEI activities at the NANOG meetings, we've created table topics for networking at lunch. Everyone needs to eat lunch, so you'll see some of us at those tables sparking conversations. We're looking for various DEI speakers. Actually, tomorrow afternoon at 11 o'clock, we'll have a DEI speaker, and they will be continuing the conversation during lunch. There is a women in tech mixer, and then as well as there's affinity groups. Some of the affinity groups have been walks in the morning. I think one of the board member here, if you like to imbibe, there's various groups on that, as well as I think there might be a yoga in the morning. So again, various affinity groups. So obviously we're here, San Diego, Coronado Island. I wanted to give you a brief program highlights. These are our 2 keynote speakers. Monday's keynote, we'll have John Curran. And then on Tuesday, we'll have a fireside chat with Anshul from Arista. Throughout the 3 days, we'll have 23 different topics or talks: BGP, RPKI, measurement, monitoring, panels, and optics are just some of those topics. So there's a great, again, a lot of content packed in the next 3 days. We'll have tutorials, building virtual labs, again, optical networking, as well as there's a Kubernetes load balancer on Wednesday. That sounds very interesting. And then the social aspects of the conference, which, that is the other thing. Not only do you get the content from the conference, but you'll see all these hallway conversations. And again, feel free to come up because you'll hear a lot of this. As we all know, we'll call it like when we used to be in the office, the water cooler talk. On Monday, again, we'll have the networking lunch. There's a women in tech mixer. There's the peering coordination forum. Again, anyone that is looking at peering with anybody, check that one out. And then we'll also have a social tonight. There'll be pickleball as an option for social activity. We have the DEI lunch. We'll also have a network lunch running concurrently. We'll have beer and gear. That's where a lot of our sponsors are able to showcase their products and, again, walk around. There'll be food, there'll be beverages, and then as well as another social on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, pickleball as well, and then there's an Aaron happy hour. So part of this is, if you're very interested, if this sounds great, how do you get involved, or if you're interested in getting involved? This meeting, we actually are voting for our board of directors. So if you'd like to vote, become a member. As I mentioned a couple times, why not become a mentor or a mentee? As well as the ability to teach others to reinforce what you have known. If you're interested in giving a presentation, again, you have any questions, you can ask myself, you can ask Kat on how to get that process started. The other thing is, again, if you wanted to get a little bit more involved, serve on one of the committees that I had mentioned. Give feedback, right? And then if your organization allows, maybe sponsor NANOG. That's it. So again, thank you for coming to the newcomer session. Just wanted to give you a brief overview of NANOG as an organization, give you a preview as well as what we're expecting over the next 3 days. And I thank everybody. If there's any questions, I'll hang around, but we got a bit of time here, so let's mingle a little bit, and then we'll have the keynotes, or the opening here shortly. So thank you very much.